Hey, John K. How's the editing going?
Yo man, I'm gonna release a new video.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so
Damn.
if you want to see this new video, you have to click the fucking bell so that you can see all the new videos. Leave a comment, because I reply to every single comment, bitches.
You can attach meaning to your life, but that meaning is yours and yours alone. It's not an absolute.
Here we go. Better angle. What is up, guys? John K here, and today I want to talk to you about something very important in your life. That actually, if you apply this to your life will just be 100 times more fulfilling, more happy, more better. And this concept is called flow. Now, I didn't even plan this video. I just came up to me like that, the idea of flow. And it came to me as I was listening to this guitar player called Buckethead. And the concept of Buckethead is basically he's a guitar player who plays with a bucket on his head in a mask. He's never revealed his name in the longest time, and then they just, like 15 years later in his career or something like that, finally releases an interview. And he talks about his passion for the music and how it really got to me. Like, it came to a point in his life that music, playing the guitar, is actually what saved his life. He had heart problems, and his heart would just go like berserk, like start beating really fast for no reason and stuff like that. And his doctor basically told him that he was close to having a stroke or some crazy shit like that. And then to soothe himself, he would play the guitar. Because if he didn't play the guitar, then he would be stressed, he would be anxious, and maybe he would die from being overly anxious. But with the guitar, he could stay alive. And guess what he did? He decided, you know what? I'm gonna release 1 to 2 to 3 albums per week for the next few years. And that's what he did. And to this day, he's released about 300 albums. Not just like songs, no, like albums, like full albums. More than 2 albums per week on average. That's fucking insane, right? And it really inspired me. It really inspired me, like, wow, how could someone be so dedicated to his music? And then when in the interview he was saying like how he was playing, you know, for his parents that passed away. His parents had passed away, and then he felt like anytime he played the guitar, it's like he was communicating to them. That was the only way he could express himself. Flow made his life worth living. Flow made his life a fulfilling life. Because anytime he picked up the guitar, he said, he even described it as something like a out-of-body experience where his fingers had like a life on their own, you know? How someone can reach that point where they are so immersed in their work, so in flow, that literally everything else disappears. And you know, it just opened my eyes that like, hey, we can all have this. We can all reach flow in our lives. So how can we reach flow in our lives? Have the appropriate amount of difficulty and the amount of skill set, and make sure it matches. Just think about it. Fathom the thought of like, what could I achieve mastery in my life? You could find flow in meditation, in writing, in doing poetry, playing a guitar. Look, I even have a guitar right here. I love to play it. I wish you could hear better, but I'm pretty late, so I don't want to wake up anyone. So the reason why I like things like this is because it brings flow into my life. I like doing those videos, probably because they put me in flow, right? But that's about like the second thing that puts me in flow. The number one thing that puts me in flow is editing videos. Video editing. Why do I release those montages of me going to festivals and doing crazy shit? Is because every single time I edit, it's just I lose touch of time. It's like, imagine you could take anything you have in life, like, and you can mold it in any way, shape, or form that's possible, right? There's no limits. really when you edit. There's no it's like there's no constraints that I do. It's like I love it so much. It's like I can't even describe. Like no other thing in the entire world is better than that. It's like I could spend my entire life just doing that, just making videos for no reason. Like there's no goal to this, and I do it, and you guys just listen. You guys just watch the video, and just by reading the comments, and I see that I impact some lives, and I make your lives better. I inspire you guys to feel that, to reach that freedom in your life, and it's there's nothing quite like it. There's nothing quite like it. And every single cut that I make in those montages, every single image that I put in with another image and another image and another image, it's like it finally gives me the feeling that I can do anything I want in my life. I can construct any story that I want. Finally, for even just like 5 minutes of your life, you can sit down and witness the beauty of life just for 5 minutes. Even if you've had like a really shit day, you can sit down and be inspired just for 5 minutes. See like what the beauty of the world is. And that's what it's like for every art that you do. Every single art that you do, it's like, wow, I can finally like do something. I can do something with my life. I can inspire the world. It means something to someone. It makes a difference in someone else's life. This feeling of contribution, of like giving something to the world. And anytime I lose myself in the editing process, I have my mouse and I have my keyboard and I just like type, edit, cut, edit, and like it's like time doesn't even exist anymore. It's like I can mold something, like I can mold the world in the way I want it. That's all I want to do. That's like, you reach a point with flow that like you love it so much that you found the right flow activity when you could do it for the rest of your life and never get tired of it. I want to inspire you guys to find that thing for you. What is that flow activity for you? Like, I want you guys to find it. It could be just, it could be writing, it could be sports, it could be doing, I don't know, sales. Maybe you like doing sales. Maybe you like pickup. Maybe you like doing arts. Maybe you like engineering, whatever you like. Maybe you like teaching. Whatever you really like, find this area and immerse yourself in it completely. Because once you immerse yourself in it completely, you'll find a new meaning to your life that you've never found before. Even though life is meaningless, as I've said it 100 times in my videos, you will find a new way of seeing the world. You won't be looking at the world from the lens of like, oh, well, I gotta go to work, do this boring thing that I don't even like, talk to people I don't even like. No. Now you have this thing that you can do with purpose and with like just, you can lose yourself in it so much that like literally nothing else exists. And that's what it allows me to do. And when I go at a festival, for example, and I film and I talk to all those people, all those girls, and I lose myself in the festival, and it's like as if nothing else exists but the present moment. It's like I talk to all those people and I'm having a blast, and I feel like it's almost spiritual. It's like a spiritual experience. It's like your body transcends even what it's even like to be alive. It's like you're not even there. You're like in another world. And there's nothing else that could really explain that. You'd have to experience it yourself. And I guess there's not much content to this video. It's really more to inspire you guys to find that for yourself, because once you find that thing, I feel like you don't really need any more self-development. You find that one thing, that thing you really want to live your entire life with, your life purpose, you could call it. And then there's nothing else. There's literally nothing else better than this. 90% of your life is just resolved. Really. Imagine you just find out one thing that you really love with all your heart, and you can just do it all day, every single day, and never ever get tired of it. That would just resolve 90% of your life's problems. It's so simple. It's so simple. But it's just, you got to do the investigation yourself. Find what is that one thing for you. And even if you find that one thing, some days you will be seated down and work on your one thing and still find it like, oh, well, just another day of drudgery. Like, oh, I don't like this part of like having to sort through like hours of footage until I find the perfect edit. I hate this part. For example, you want to be really good at, let's say, basketball. Well, you gotta learn how to dribble first before you do the 360 backflip fucking dunk, right? And you gotta practice the boring, repetitive things. And it's part of it. But as you focus intensely on it, you will find more of that focus, right? Yeah, so that's really what I want to say, guys. Find the thing that you're really passionate about. Thank you guys for watching. Leave me all your comments, because I reply to every single one of them, and the best suggestion, I'll make a video about it. So don't forget to click on the bell so you receive all my videos, and I'll see you next time. I love you guys. Peace. Find your one thing.